welcome. I don't have an intro, but I have a teeny tiny new video for you. It's teeny tiny for in comparison to the length of my videos. Usually it's only like 15 minutes of building. It was only like 2.5 hours of real-time building. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. But so I took this opportunity to not really cut out a lot, so you will see some more repetitive stuff in this video, but it's not that bad because it's a pretty tiny enclosure also. We are building in our base game zoo, and if you've never seen a video of the base game zoo, it is basically a zoo that I will only use pieces from the base game in, and it's kind of a challenge to myself, but also a bit of a like nod to the base game to say, hey, the base game of Planet Zoo is like really good, and really versatile just on its own. Obviously the DLCs are amazing, but so is the base game. So I really wanted to build a zoo that does not use any pieces from any of the expansions, and also, you know, the challenge is kind of finished once I've built for all the animals that are in the base game. I'm still kind of contemplating if I will build for the deluxe or really the base game. As far as I'm concerned, the deluxe does not give you any building pieces, so it's really just 3 more animals to build for, and I kind of don't want to go for the deluxe because, you know, it is sort of kind of seen as a DLC right now. So yeah, I don't think I will, but if I get to a point where I'm like, I really want to have a Komodo dragon here, then I might do that. But so far, I don't think I will. But today we're building for the Aardvarks. I didn't even say that. We are building for the Aardvarks. Really tiny enclosure, probably for franchise standards way too small. There's also too many animals in here, but I just kind of wanted to have them more visible. I don't think it looks overcrowded. I just think it looks sort of right. It is a somewhat, I don't want to say boring, but boring enclosure. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing special. There's no effect here. It is really kind of my approach of this was like, this is modern. This is something that a zoo would build today for a not really like high ticket animal. This is not really the animal that everyone's looking forward to see, but when you walk past it, it should look nice. And I think that is kind of, you know, was my intention with this. And I think it does do that, and I think it looks still kind of interesting and kind of sweet. I don't think that a lot of people are specifically like, oh, I really want to see the Aardvark. For me, it's kind of the anteater. Whenever I go to the zoo, I'm really hoping for the anteater, and they don't. Oh, and porcupines too. And they don't usually have like a super exciting exhibit. But I'm always looking forward to them. Unfortunately, a lot of times they like to sleep or like get in the shadows and stuff. But, you know, I'm always happy when I get to see an anteater. And, you know, a porcupine, your best bet is to see them while they're eating. So, yeah, I think these are just 2 very cute animals that also kind of fall into this category of, like, it's nice and they get new enclosures here and there, but it's definitely not something that the zoo is going to spend, like, huge amounts of money on. You know, because they would do that for an animal that people are really excited about. So if it was between an Aardvark or a tiger, I think the tiger would always get the cooler, more expensive, more, I guess, worthwhile looking at kind of enclosure. So I think this is just kind of nice. It's kind of in this corner here. I have some ideas of what I'm going to do with the plaza because it is kind of behind the visitor stands for the cheetah racetrack. And this time I said cheetah because in every video I say, oh my god, now I forgot the name of the other animal. Jaguar? I keep saying a different big cat whenever I mean the cheetah. But yeah, the cheetah racetrack is right behind this, so this is located kind of up the hill. So I don't really know kind of how I want to section this. My idea originally was that up top is more of like a temperate grassland kind of, and then lower is more of the like African animals. But I think I will kind of mix it in. This is also kind of, you can see it right now that there's another gate going up to the other side, and what we will do within this video, you will see that in a couple of minutes, is we build a kind of a shed there with kind of some things for the keepers, and it also has a gate to another enclosure. I have no idea what I want to put there, which is kind of why I thought of this now, because I was thinking this would have been perfect for the ibex. But obviously that is not a base game animal, so we're not going to put it in. But I kind of want like a very sort of low maintenance animal that can have a sort of smaller fence, kind of like the Aardvark. Oh my god, Aardvark. And so yeah, they need a neighbor, and I'm not sure which neighbor they're gonna get. But they definitely do need one, and it should be something that, you know, the keeper can walk into and spend time with inside the enclosure. So yeah, we will see. And my problem is also because I was thinking of the Chinese pangolin to put them next to them, which would be fitting in terms of size and everything I just mentioned. But I'm not quite sure, because I don't really want like a jungle animal there, because I think that jungle enclosures, they kind of stick out. So anything rainforest, anything Arctic, and anything desert, it always kind of sticks out. I mean, with the Aardvarks, I'm not even really sure what they need, because this is you know, sandbox, so I just kind of winged it. I thought, you know, they probably like some earth and some green, but I know that they're not a jungly animal, and I don't want a harsh cut. Like, I don't want people to walk and then suddenly feel like they're in a different world. So yeah, this is a really tricky spot, so it probably won't be the next video where the Aardvarks get their neighbor, but I'm sure I'll find an animal, and if not, it'll probably be the Chinese pangolin. Oh my god. I was thinking so many animals have really funny names in German, because they're like kind of put together out of, you know, different words that already exist, and they are kind of more descriptive of the animal rather than a real name. I don't know. I was kind of thinking, like, you know, on the forums, the Frontier forums, why has nobody ever kind of like translated animal names into German? Because they are really descriptive and really funny. So if you want me to do that, I could do that. I keep thinking about this. For a couple of days now, I've been thinking that would be really funny, and someone should make a post out of that, because I think people who don't speak German would have a good laugh out of, you know, the word-for-word translations of some animal names. Because, for example, the rhino is called a nashorn, which basically just means nose horn, and you know, a lot of animals have these kind of really funny names in German. That basically just describe the animal. So if you want to see that, let me know. I might do that anyway, because I don't know how many people use the forums, the Frontier forums. It's actually really fun. I do really like it. It often gets me more excitement to build. Like, if I've not built for a couple of days and then I kind of get stuck, I like to look at the forums and kind of get back into the hype, I guess. So that's really cool about the forums. So if you don't use them, maybe give them a shot and see if maybe they are something for you. But yeah, so you've seen me build this little shed thingy here, and it's really nothing special. It's not very modern, and I was thinking maybe it was there before, or maybe this used to be like an older enclosure, or just something where like keepers could like have some stuff and have their work equipment wait for them. And I also put in a broom and a I have no idea what they're called, the things that looks like a fork. But I put two of these in. So you might be wondering, wait, you said you wouldn't use any DLC pieces. I didn't. I actually built some backstage things out of base game pieces. So I'm kind of thinking I probably put the blueprints for that on the workshop, because obviously not everyone is always going to have the newer DLCs right away, because I mean, not everyone just wants to spend money on DLCs right away. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can totally share the blueprints for some base game backstage pieces. It's not a lot, it's just like brooms and stuff, but some stuff that I kind of wanted to put here, because I thought like they have this shed, so they would probably like leave some stuff there that they need for other things. Or like other animals around, kind of like a hub, I think you would call it. So yeah, you can kind of see me struggle a lot with the fences here, which is just because there's a lot of turning involved, and then there's this the terrain that goes up right behind that. So yeah, no, I had to go back and forth a bit, but in the end, I'm quite happy with how this little thing turned out. It's not like special by any means. It's basically really just so that the Aardvarks can go inside and you know, be kind of sheltered. It's not a really like steady shelter. Rain and stuff could still go in, but they do have the burrow, so it's not like their only way to escape the weather or something. So I think, you know, that is quite nice. It's more like a holding thing so that the keepers have a way to kind of put them outside. It's not in the Speedbuild, but I did put like a gate on it too later on. But I forgot to record it because it really is just this one thing. I was done and then I saw that like, wait, this doesn't have a gate. So I added a gate, but I didn't record that. And yeah, okay, so we're reusing the fence that we had with the rhinos, but we kind of sink it down more, so this entire wood slab that goes across it, you don't really see it. And it also gives you kind of a better view because the Aardvarks aren't that big. So like a huge fence that would kind of overshadow the glass piece already. That just kind of felt like overkill, so I didn't do that. And then it kind of goes across really up until the shed, and I already know that I'll be so annoyed when the visitors will try to stand inside this little shed thing. And I know they will, and that's just the way that this is built. I might put like a curb, I think it's called, in. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe they don't stand there because, I mean, they haven't, I think, so far. But maybe they will once the Aardvarks actually use the shelter piece inside. But yeah, I think I'm really happy with this fence, by the way, because it's really versatile. And I didn't really expect it to be. But yeah, okay, we're stealing actually, now that I see it, we're actually stealing the gate that we built for the education thing for the cheetahs. And we're kind of stealing the gate and kind of editing it around a bit so that it fits this better. But I kind of didn't really want to build a new gate here. Because these kind of things for some reason are sort of hard for me because you don't really have a lot of creative freedom, I guess. Oh, you can see the broom now, right, by the way. But yeah, you wow, that really put me off track. Oh yeah, building gates is kind of hard. So yeah, what I'm doing right there, like kind of, you saw me like click on the floor and not really do anything seemingly, but I was kind of getting rid of the Z-fighting. If you don't know what Z-fighting is if you layer multiple pieces over each other, then sometimes it seems to like flicker a bit. And that's what it is, and sometimes moving it around like a tiny bit will stop it. So that is what Z-fighting is. And that is how you get rid of it. So if you ever feel like your two pieces kind of flicker, try to move them. A lot of times that helps. And yeah, so this pond, I didn't bother making it artificial. I just went with my usual, like, there was a bit of a like dip in the floor and water collected, and it is what it is. So I didn't really bother putting a lot in. I'm not quite sure if I want to do a real-time part for this. So I'll just give you some footage, actually. You know what? We'll do a real-time part because I'm not done talking. Because it's always kind of weird to say goodbye and then there's still more to come. And like I said, the cinematics kind of take me way more time, I've realized, and they're fun to do, and I definitely still want to do them for, you know, big enclosures and maybe for like overview. But you know, sometimes the enclosure is just like not that exciting and cinematic, if you will. And I mean, it's obviously worth showing, but I kind of tend to do this thing where in the cinematics, I try to make it look very natural. So if it's just really very zooey, I kind of struggle to show that, I guess. And also, I think just, I don't know, a real-time part it's kind of more personal, and I kind of get to talk you through my thoughts, which is something that I can't really do in cinematics. And also I don't think it's really easy to take screenshots or whatever of cinematics, because they're pretty fast and they're pretty like weird camera angles to make those look sort of photography like almost. So I don't think that they're super helpful, but if you like totally prefer them, you can totally let me know. But I feel like you know, as much as they're beautiful to look at and as much as I have fun making them, they're not usually ideal for a lot of enclosures, so we will see. But for this, I'll definitely just give you a quick little real-time part. Hopefully this video is not going to get too long, but I'll talk to you in a couple of seconds in the real-time part. So, alrighty, here we are. So I'm going to start up with an overview, because I said it's to the right and behind and blah blah blah. You don't really probably have an idea where that is supposed to be. So that's what I want to show you here. We have this little plaza. Maybe from these shapes you can kind of guess what we're doing next. Maybe you can try to guess. This is the rhino habitat that we built before. This is the cheetah racetrack, and over here we have the pool with the Nile monitor. So here is kind of not really stairs, but it goes uphill here. So up on this hill, here is where the Aardvarks are. So you basically either come from here, walk onto our next little project here, or you come from here. I don't really want like a round way for this zoo. I kind of want everything to be kind of connected, because round ways tend to also kind of annoy me in real zoos. So let's start from here. Obviously this poking through grass we will fix later on. And these flowers that are on the path we will also fix. But here is where we are. This still has the cheater on it, because I don't know why, but I didn't change it yet. Alright, so if we are here, okay, let's go. My idea was kind of that this piece of glass right here would stick out, kind of like we did with the badgers in our cold climate zoo. And, oh, why is it paused? So, yeah. I'm not sure if maybe I want something here. That's why I didn't close up the fence. I feel like it is missing something here. But I don't know what that something is yet. So imagine, oh, you know what? Let's change. No, let's not change that now. But yeah, there's obviously a lot of visitors because this is the newest animals and blah, whatnot. They always show up. But yeah, they're actually kind of using the little pond thing. I'd never seen them do that, but let's look at them. These are, by the way, all males. The game wants you to have a male and a female together, but I figured like a bachelor group here might be fun. And it's so cute that they're actually playing with this. He's so wet now. I didn't know that they got wet from just playing with the sprinkler. I don't think he was really in the water. I love that they can actually use this here and walk upstairs. Oh, many people. Oh, by the way, now that I see this guy with pink hair, did you notice that, or is that new, or did I just happen to never have an employee that had colorful hair? Did they change that? Because I never had an employee that had colorful hair, and then in my other game, suddenly I had two, one after the other. So is that new? Is that something that wasn't a thing before? But yeah, I think these ferns, they might not really fit the artwork, but I think they look really sweet in this enclosure. I love when using these trees as bushes, that they kind of like shake in the wind. It's really nice. They are so cute. I really love them. I think they were actually one of the very first animals that I built for when I got this game. But yeah, I try to get different color variations in here. So there should be a darker one. I'm really thinking I might want the mod that lets you get more albino animals in Sandbox. Okay, now let's see if he's actually getting wet from just standing at the sprinkler without actually touching the water. No, I don't think he did. Okay, well then the other one did. Oh, it's laying up there. That's so cute. Oh, that's so sweet. Let's break in here. Hi, sorry, I broke into your house. Oops. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. That is so nice. Oh, I really like that spot. I'm so glad that I put this in there, and I'm so glad that they can actually use all that up there. That is such a nice place for them to sleep. And so this little guy probably is going to use a stable inside. Are you? There's also a keeper coming in. Hello, sir. I wish I would have used the wooden gate here, but I didn't. Okay. And so this right here, like I said, I put in a little bit of a gate. It's nothing fancy and crazy, but yeah, they have, oh, there's one sleeping. They have this little indoor thing here, and from here, the keeper can actually check on them. And then this is actually the broom and the, is it a pitchfork? I think it is. That I built from Basegame pieces, basically. I don't know, what did I use here? Oh, that's the umbrella turned around, okay. Oh, well, I did not mean to do that. Okay. So if you're interested in those, and there's a couple of other things in there too, let me know. Then I can actually, you know, give it to you on the workshop. Yeah, a little bit of a basic lamp here, and then obviously this is the gate that the staff would go through to go behind this, and then up here the visitors can actually walk. Yeah, but they don't really do that, which I'm really happy about, because it would have really annoyed me if they would all stand here. But yeah, what are you doing? It's also really cute when they sleep on this this stone here. So yeah, I know that this is a fairly sort of basic enclosure, right? But I still think it looks nice regardless, and I think it looks nice when you turn the corner here, probably off to another like high-ticket animal, and you kind of walk through this and have this like cute little enclosure with some artworks. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you're excited for more. I hope you're excited to find out what we're building over here. And yeah, see you around another time, hopefully. Let me know if you've enjoyed this, and have a great day. Bye!